Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, CO and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Want to train like a pro? DGS Ninja has you covered with obstacles designed by top athletes. Kevin Carbone, Matt Bradley, Tom Alberti, and Brett Sims. Whether you're dialing in your technique at the gym or training at home, DGS Ninja equipment is built for performance, durability, and safety. Train with confidence. Train with DGS Ninja. Find obstacles, rigs, mats, and more on dgsninja.com.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my truck bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab trucks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slab Chalks.
Here at Stage 4 Designs, we are all about innovation and athlete safety. We've been doing this since 2015, designing the most innovative obstacles in the sport, and now with our partnership with the World Ninja League, we are very excited to bring some of our best designs to the highest level athletes in the world. For our process, it all kind of starts right here in our digital design. There's a much more deliberate process now in what we do, with our goal being the utmost in athlete safety. So we put everything into our digital design first, make sure it's all going to work, then we procure the parts. We learned the process and refined it to what we feel are some of the highest quality urethane products you're going to find in the Ninja space, and that all happens here at our custom-built workbench. A lot goes into our urethane, and we are very proud of the work that we do there. Everything that we build here at Stage 4 is all custom made in-house. It's not like we have a stock of a bunch of stuff. So when you do place an order with us, that order comes through and we basically build everything from scratch. Paint department is scalable. We basically hand paint most things, but some things that require a little bit more spray or bigger, we're capable of that as well. These athletes put these obstacles through some of the most rigorous circumstances that you could think of, and we want to try to plan for every contingency. We never want an obstacle to break on anybody. We always want our stuff to feel solid and not move around a whole lot, so that the athletes can trust their skills to throw the biggest moves that they possibly can on anything that we put out there. Our CNC machine handles all of most of our flat goods. It's the workhorse around here. It actually does a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of cutting things out. We don't do any of our flat goods by hand. We make sure that everything is exactly the same and replicable, so that, you know, if you're doing courses or you have athletes that are going either head to head or the same obstacle that you're going to find at one Ninja gym is going to feel exactly the same if you go to another Ninja gym or your home for that matter, so that there's consistency with all of our product. Over the years, as we've added to our suite of products that we offer, we realized that pipe and metalworking is becoming more and more commonplace in Ninja obstacles, and to meet that demand, we've added the ability to do that here as well. So a lot of the obstacles that you'll see that we design and develop are meant to go on truss, and pipes are a big part of that. So we've added a pipe bending station here, and look for, in the future, us to offer a lot more innovative obstacles that kind of exist in that space where pipes are a big part of it. So here, everything that we put out is tested by real ninjas before it goes out. We want to make sure that our obstacles can stand all sorts of unforeseen circumstances. We know that ninja athletes move in ways that are innovative and new, and we want to try to account for as many of those as we can and make sure that those obstacles hold up. So we test everything. Over the last 10 years, Stage 4 Designs has been committed to developing the most innovative obstacles that you're going to find, but also the safest and most reliable obstacles. Our motto here is elevating obstacles. We do feel that on this platform, we can take something that's both fun and creative, but also elevate it to an industry that deserves to stand on its own.
Hello, everyone, and welcome here back to the Greensboro Coliseum in the heart of North Carolina, and more specifically, obviously, Greensboro, North Carolina, for day number 2 of our World Ninja League World Championships Season 11. So glad you can join us today, as we will have an action-packed day. We'll be leading off with the teens male division. What can you expect on a course like this?
So this is stage 2 of the World Championships, which means it's more of a technical focus, and it's more focused on seeing the actual technical capabilities of our athletes instead of speed, which we saw in stage 1. So you're going to see more obstacles that are like more difficult and things that athletes haven't seen before. And in this course, a percentage of people who place in a high enough number will move on to stage 3, which will be more burnout focus. So it should be an interesting day. We should see probably a clear or two. Probably more than that, but we'll see.
All right. Well, once again, thank you all for joining us here on the mic. My name is Lucas Harrison, joined here with Colin Pine, and it will be a very interesting day of events. We'll have a long one here as I try to fix my microphone. That should be, yep. Alrighty, I think we are just about ready to get going. We'll have our first few runners coming up in this preteen male division. And while we have this time, we'll go through the obstacle list. There will be a 2-minute and 30-second time limit on this course. Much more time than what was previously allotted on our stage 1 courses. We will have the ascending step, the log seesaw, and then we'll have the flywheel. We have TikTok, the lily pads, then airmail, and then we'll have the dragon wing, and then to end it all, we'll have the pipe coaster. Quite the names here.
Oh wait, well, after the buzzer, I have to knock on the floor. I guess I'll give it a go. Oh, I'm serious. I rolled my ankle. I rolled the ankle. The other way. Back in place. Yeah, is that like I just don't know how to that's It's okay, it's more like I don't think like counted this is so hard. Especially more 91 is always a stab. I haven't seen the ground and like running. Which is like you talking to me back to your home street. I don't remember what I did. What's 70%? Lucas is 0.6. What's 70%? Alright, what's 70% like that? And like I'll be fine. Yeah, it's 38%. Exactly. You have to be like this. Actually, like, yeah. And this is like 70%. This is so much easier. Oh my god, you need to stop. Backstage is that's all it is. Yeah. So should I wait for it to go down and have to And this one step over the edge and then a shuffle. Jam it down. The spinning things on that side, they throw those stuff. Oh yeah, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, if that's the case, then we just go.
Right at the show. Let's go.
Stage 2, Preteen Male, this is your demo ride! A kid's demo ride.
Nick just said he got you going already. You said
Oh, that look. Wait, for me too. Yeah, I might be able to, and I might not. I feel like you should just take it out. Am I starting on it? Oh, sideways.
Or you can. I'd say sideways so you can.
Oh, like turn. But like,
Right, start with like this, and then when you wake up, that's for the third.
I'm just like reach out.
Like, reach out, hold on.
Okay, you have to keep this. Alright. I don't even know if we can get there. Okay. Oh, I don't get like the big thing.
Oh, you can't like hide the thing.
Can't even hit the buzzer, bro.
As we still get ready to start our festivities here on day number 2. With this Kurt waiting in the wings as we are still trying to reset our course after our demo run. Long time of waiting as that one once again falls off. Our contraption that is made to reset this thing. Tension being built already by our staff. There we go, yeah. Gotta give something for the people to watch. Oh. Hey. Love to see it. All right. Looks like everything is not ready to go as they have to reset the Dragon Wing. Oh.
Running a course like this is a very long process, as every obstacle needs to be reset the same to ensure that the course is fair for all athletes. And this course has a whole lot of moving parts that need to be fixed.
I'm hoping that it doesn't take 15 minutes for every time this thing needs to be reset.
It's going to be a long day.
That's got no opinion on that. There will be 2 heats in this division. And then after this, we'll have our preteen females on the same course. Both preteen divisions coming up shortly on this course, as Lucas will be able to get tube again. I think he went a bit early, but what do I know? Now into these flywheels immediately. This is a huge test of strength. Literally get through him very quickly.
Moving on to the TikTok, it's important to generate a ton of momentum for this obstacle because that trapeze bar is real far away.
See, having to squat down, build like some sort of rowing motion. Just get as much momentum as possible. See, it's going to take a while, and he'll go for it then. But will drop down. You can already see maybe an early point of contention where some struggles could happen. Our next runner will be Finn Bondroff, age 11 out of New York City. Also from the New York Ninja Academy. As it's on Finn to see how far he can go now. An early momentum built on that first flywheel. Cruising through 2 and 3. Now on the TikTok where his stablemate got tripped up.
He opts to use a double squat approach where you squat on both the front and back of your swing to build momentum twice as fast.
Goes for it and just barely misses it. Almost had it. Just the launch off that first bar. Just a little bit to the left. Nowhere for his hands to go. Now Hunter Whedon the 4th from Matthews, North Carolina, who in his headshot looks like he's trying to mog the camera. Quick work of the flywheels. Now, can he get further than anyone else, excluding our course tester, which is still on our screen? Ignore that. No one's name is actually course test. As he goes to the dismount and can't seem to get it. I feel like these crowd of parents are just ready to erupt for once one of the competitors gets to that second bar. As it's now Eben Wong from Westford, Massachusetts. We get ready shortly for his run to begin. And we're off on Wong's run. Cruising through these first 3 obstacles. As we've seen no really signs of trouble.
Moving on to the crux so far of this course, the TikTok.
See, he's got
Uh-oh. It seems as though something wasn't reset.
But he gets through. So now they're going to have to reset it in time. Looks like they were able to.
Good catch.
Wong now further than anyone. Now has to go through these lily pads. We saw very important on balance. Some shake could happen.
He has to chalk up before this obstacle. Probably a good idea because you don't want any factors that can make it harder.
He's going to have to catapult himself into the first bar. Thought about it there. Able to reach and grab onto it. Slides across.
It's ready for the first hop.
Gonna be tough. It's ready and gets set for it. Minute 15 to work with for Wong.
He's just able to reach to the next one. Now he has to prep himself for this hop.
See that hook-shaped bar where he has to propel himself into safety. Looks like he will not be able to. Drops down, but still has gone further than anyone else in this course and will take preliminary first place. Now our next runner is Gavin Simons. Rising 7th grader from Vauxhall, North Carolina. Blastering the first 2. Now we'll work on to the third. To the flywheels now on this TikTok. Completion here will catapult him into second place. Gets ready to launch off. Will, but unsuccessfully.
Next we got Easton Dell out of Ninja Logic in York, Pennsylvania. Easton making smooth work of that first obstacle.
Now working through these flywheels. Seeing really no signs of struggle from our competitors on these first 3. It's been this fourth, the TikTok, that's caused nearly almost every run to end. Only Wong, the only one to successfully get through. Dell trying to build momentum, but I don't know if he has enough of it. Looking back, trying to find the bar. He'll go for it just a tad short. That will end his run quickly. Next runner is Matthew Murrell from Rochester, New York.
Training at the Warrior Factory.
And we're off. These flywheels. Now, I would be interested to see how much chalk will accumulate on that first flywheel just throughout this competition. There's already a lot on it already. There's Nero trying to gain the momentum and get the timing correct to launch himself and grab onto that second bar to complete this. Taking all the time he needs. Time is ticking away. Trying to find the motivation and the wherewithal to go for it. Not really building the momentum anymore, just kind of swinging along.
Trying to build the confidence to send it. Just thinking about it.
Time is ticking away. He spent nearly a minute just swinging along this first part of the TikTok.
But better to waste time on this obstacle and get it than to not try at all. Getting support in chat from David.
Now he's lost all the momentum. He's got to build it now. He's got to build back up. Now just swinging along, holding on to the bar.
Started building momentum again.
Maybe he's found the courage to go for it. 20 seconds remaining to nearly 2 minutes. Now 10, the red lights will flash and it will just hop off. Couldn't find the momentum or the confidence to go for it.
Solid effort overall, though. If you haven't seen a TikTok before, it's a very scary obstacle.
And having to fling yourself and jump towards a bar that's only held up by a rope, if I'm not mistaken. And now Bennett Montgomery out of the Dexterity Depot. So he'll try to work through these flywheels, does very efficiently.
Onto the TikTok.
Quickly in, showing no signs of slowing down. Trying to go attack it. A lot of momentum built up early. He'll go for it. He gets it. Bennett Montgomery from Elizabethtown, PA, has now built a 2-second lead. So he recenters himself through these lily pads. Deep breath.
Moves on to the hardest obstacle seen so far in the course.
Yes, no one has gotten this far. Or no, sorry, my mistake. No one has gotten farther than this trap.
She's over. Opts to take the back one off and tries to move it over.
Interesting strategy here. Will it work out? Can he get there? Trying. Flanling's going to move himself a little bit forward. He can. Very interesting strategy by Bennett Montgomery, and it works out now to the Dragon Wings. Now a minute and 5.
Probably a strategy just about everyone else is now going to try.
Well, let's see. He's going to reset himself. Just obstacles all about timing. Trying to get yourself in the best position and timing it just so you can grab on. Slides off. But still, phenomenal attempt getting through the airmail trap with, as you mentioned, Colin, a strategy that many will now try to copy, as I can see all the coaches with their kids scrambling. Very smart strategy imposed by Dexterity Depot. Now Lucas Friedfeld from Indian Trail, North Carolina. He gets ready to set himself. It will be interesting to see what strategy he imposes if he gets to the airmail trap.
I do believe I saw his coach pointing to it as the previous runner was running, so I think he's going to go for the same thing we just saw.
Age 11 of the Illumination Training Gym. Countdown will start. And so was his run. Making quick work of the first two. And will so for the first three traps. Taking a little extra swing. Make sure he's safely through. Now onto the TikTok. Instantly building momentum. Now when will he go? Now he'll angle himself, hops over, and grabs. Great job there by Freifeld. Now we'll have to tiptoe his way through the lily pads.
Makes very efficient work of them.
Now into this airmail trap. Let's see what he goes for. It looks like he will go for the same strategy. Latches on and much more efficient. Improving on it. Not struggling with grabbing it. Now he's built a 13-second lead on the Dragon Wings. Able to grab onto the second. Can he transition over fully? Yes, he can. Already on the third. Here comes Lucas Freifeld. A minute and 10 to work with. So he now has to swing himself around so he can safely dismount. Very tough. Maybe even we'll just go for the reverse, and it does work out. We'll slide through.
Attempts the last obstacle.
One more pipe coaster away from safety. 45 seconds.
The difficulty in these pipe coasters comes from the fact that they're not slanted as they were in some other age groups, but are instead flat parallel bars, which means any back
Slipping off. He was just one away, but still farther than anyone else. And he'll take a commanding first place. Now David Smith.
Also coming out of Dexterity Depot.
Same coach, so there'll be no shock if he goes for that same airmail strategy. And he is off.
David's bio says this is his first year competing, and even then he's making great work at these first two obstacles.
No signs of slowing down. We'll try to fly to that trapeze bar. Thinking about it now, and he'll get it. The TikTok not showing any signs of slowing down our more recent competitors. Now safely through the lily pads. Onto this airmail obstacle. Onto the first. We'll slide across, grabbing onto the second, then pulling the first across to hook on to those two J-shaped hooks. Just fingertips away. He's going to have to get a little bit closer, able to now. He latches off.
Also opts to use the strategy, which is now probably going to be used by just about everybody.
Establishing a new meta. Now through.
Slightly gets caught up on the dragon, so he goes back to reset so he can set his swing again. Coach giving him instructions on how to do it.
Takes a deep breath. Just barely fingertips away. Got to reset and go again. 45 seconds. Just couldn't get that hand fully off. To go around again. Shake of the hands. Just barely, just fingertips away again. Momentum not giving him enough time to fully extend. 25 seconds, make it 20. Almost there, tries going the other way, that just doesn't work out. Back to the left side. Guys just gonna have to build all the momentum himself. Maybe he will start to fling at it if he wants to get through quickly, but will drop off. The Dragon Wings just a little too tough, but still phenomenal run.
Puts him into third place so far.
Our next runner is Bentley Richardson from right here in Greensboro, North Carolina. And we are off. Drops down. Flywheels, no problem. TikTok electing to take it to the right side. Isn't building momentum like we've seen many others. He'll just fling at it now. A new strategy imposed there by Richardson. So he now tries to tip through the lily pads. Now with 1:45 to work with on this airmail. Grabbing on to that first bar. Slides across quickly. Momentum will take him back, so he's going to have to will himself forward again. Grabbing. Oh, pushes it a bit further. This could make it tougher. Able to pull it back, though. Now Richardson just latches the first. Latches it on the bar in front of him. Able to fully swing forward into safety. 1:15. Now there's Dragon Wings that have caused issues. Almost on the second one. Barely there. Now he's going to have to fight. Getting coaching from Pedro Roland. A little less than a minute to work with. 40 seconds. Swing across, just fingertips away, and now it's going to make it ever so tough. He's going to drop down, and that will end his run. Still very great run there from Bentley Richardson, showing off a new tactic on the TikTok. Now, Emilio from Edinburgh, Texas. Will have his 2-minute and 30-second interval to work with on this course. Quickly through. Now on the TikTok, he'll like to use the strategy that we've seen so many, squatting a bit more violently to build momentum, and can't thus far. Not really going with the flow, but still building some. Now here it comes. 1:50 to work with as momentum really building for Emilio. Let's see, getting ready to go. He'll jump and just be fingertips away, and that will end his run. Our next runner will be Danny Leinhart from Centerville, Pennsylvania. And we are off again. H12. Sporting a backwards cap throughout his run, showing a little style. dismount off the 3 flywheels. Now taking the tick-tock with force.
With momentum fast, wraps his arm around to push off.
And strategy works out for Lionheart. Flings 4, he's got 2 minutes to work with and showing no signs of slowing down.
Flies through the balance.
Flies through now onto this airmail. Has a 6-second lead built up on Friedfield for these first 4 obstacles.
Seems as though he has accidentally pushed the slot out of his reach.
This could be tough. He might have to go straight to just jumping for it to grab onto it. This could be tough. He can, and it does work out. The early mistake shows no signs of holding him back. As he now positions himself in between 2, just latching 1, struggling it, now able to grab it and to slide forward and is onto it. To fling himself forward, minute 5 to work with, make it a minute. First Dragon Wing. Second Dragon Wing now spinning around. Has going to wait for it to reset himself. He's able to grab it just on the edge. Can he fully transition to the second? He can. Quickly through the third. 35 seconds, looking to be our first full clear. Struggling with that dismount. Might have to go for the same strategy that Freifeld used, just to backwards dismount. He's already back to the second one to reposition himself. And that strategy works out. Quickly into the slider. Already onto the first. 15. Make it 10. Slides through. All it's all in front of him. 10. 9. Struggling through limbo. He's got to go now. He can't. Time runs out right on the last slider. But still a phenomenal run, and he'll take second. Will now be Nathan Urilli, our next competitor from Wellesley, Massachusetts. There will be only 2 heats of action here on stage number 2. But don't go anywhere, as we'll have the preteen female division right on here on this same course. Now focusing at what's at hand, flying through the flywheels, tick-tock. Conventional strategy, getting ready to dismount. Flies through, but just couldn't get the right launch off, and that will end his run.
Up next, we got Emmett Robinson coming out of Austin, Texas.
Robson. Timer ticks, and we're off. Flying through early. No signs of slowing down. Puts himself into 7th position just off how he's doing thus far. Now trying to build momentum on the seesaw.
Scouting over his shoulder to see how far it is. Launches and gets it.
Great launch angle. Out through the lily pad. Tiptoes through the lily pads on the airmail strip. Let's see what strategy Robson imposes. Grabs. Slides across. Will most likely go for the dismount strategy. This limbo says That will be the case. Unlatches through the middle perfectly, already onto the hooks. Transitions and flies. 1:15 to work on our final 2 obstacles with the opportunity to become our first full clear. First go around on the first dragging wing doesn't go his way. Second, just fingertips away. Has it on the third, and he will. Quickly transitioning on to the third and final dragon wing. Dismounts perfectly. 50 seconds on this last try.
Decides to take a second and run into it. So
Runs into it, sends it.
Okay, so he's seen people do this before. He knows what he needs to do. Doesn't get right off, so now he has to build his swing when back swinging takes you back. He opts to go back, which is probably a smarter thing to do so he can set his swing better to get off.
30 seconds. We're going to go all the way to the backstop. 20 seconds. Being ready, he's going to try to backswing himself into the backstop to send all of his momentum forward. 4, 3, and another run stranded right here at the end. Still phenomenal run from Emmett Robson. Now, Colin, what makes it that much tougher if you don't get that immediate dismount off that second slider?
Well, if you take any backswings at all, the bar, which is on wheels on a flat bar, will just be sent backwards, causing you to lose all of your momentum and lose the ability to gain it back unless you get back to the bar behind it.
Now from New York Ninja, it's Wyatt Lebowitz. Just send it through the first obstacles. Trying to build all the momentum he has. He's about to go. Flies for it and gets it. Clears the TikTok, now into the lily pads. Lebowitz.
Moves on to these slots to get, I forget what they're called, hangnail.
1:25 to work with. Lebowitz. Now transition to the first bar. Grabbing onto the second. Coaching, giving him what he needs to dismount and to go forward. Grabs it just barely and gets it. Now transitions fully.
Eyes up the dismount and is off.
Less than a minute to work with.
Onto the dragon wings or whatever they're called.
Has to fully go back on the first wing.
Takes a second to think it through and talks to his coach. Always a good idea to have a plan.
35 seconds, fingertips away now on the spin. Coaching telling he's going to time it, and he does. Now 30 seconds. Almost safely gets down. Now 15 seconds. He's going to have to fly through the slider. We've seen so many runs end. He goes immediately. Transitions already. Can he get the immediate dismount? Flies forward. He gets it! Phenomenal work from Lebowitz.
Makes him the first clear of this wave so far. Slight technical difficulties there, but there we go.
See his run thus far. See what he's able to do on this final slider. Time was ticking down. Immediate dismount and slaps the buzzer. Huge applause from the fans and attendants. Now,
Shows all the other athletes that are clear as possible.
Joseph Harvey from Bondurant, Iowa. Transition himself. Will be able to. Harvey looking to build momentum. Flies into safety on that trapeze bar. We've seen that the struggles early on the TikTok have kind of calmed down. Every competitor thus far has found a footing. But right here, this airmail is where a bunch of runs have ended as well. But since the new strategy was introduced by Bennett Montgomery earlier, I feel like the failures have drastically went down. And you can see that strategy is still working. Fully dismounts into safety. Minute 20 to work with on these Dragon Wing. Immediately grabs on to the second. Making quick work of this trap. Now a minute 10 to work on the slider, but we've seen great runs end. I don't know if there's enough momentum. He realizes that he'll go all the way back. He's going to take a running start at it. Very smart strategy. Flies forward. Now into the next one. Flying again. Dismount. Slaps the buzzer. Very smart strategy imposed there from Harvey.
Second clear in a row and puts him in first place.
First place by nearly a minute 39 his time. You can see he went back, immediately ran on to the first, flung himself forward and got the immediate dismount. Realized that his first entry, the first slider, was not going to be nearly enough momentum to get him across. Now Graydon Bonilla from Hamilton, New Jersey. Quick for almost fell off on the edge. That safety platform, but stays on. 2:10. As he tries to build enough momentum to fly. He's going to go for it now and just a fingertip away. Couldn't get two hands to it, and that will end his run.
Just all falls down right there. So far, it looks as though that will be the crux point of this course.
Now it will be Lincoln Shepperson from Danville, Pennsylvania.
There's been a lot of Pennsylvania athletes recently.
Seems to be a hotbed for Ninja. Now, you have to build the momentum to try not to fail. This obstacle has claimed many runs. He has all the momentum he needs. He's swinging off camera. And just barely slips off. The grip strength follows. He goes hard into the mat. That will end his run. Up next is Connor Conzo from Waltham, Massachusetts, out of the Elite Dragons gym. Conzo flying through the first two, now on the flywheel.
Statickson gets off efficiently under the TikTok.
The run end here. We've seen back-to-back failures, but not Conzo. He'll get to the trapeze bar and dismount safely. Now in the lily pads. Slows his momentum. Like to take it slowly. Smart decision. Now on to the next run killer, the airmail. So between the first and second bar, trying to dismount the first. He's able to. Can he get it to those two hooks into safety? Yes, he can. We'll dismount off now into the Dragon Wing. Quick application of the chalk. Flies, grabs onto the second immediately. 1:13 to work with. Grabbing onto the third. Gets down. Now immediately into the first slider. Can he have the momentum to get to the second? Dismounts safely, slaps the buzzer. That'll be our third, all clear.
And with the time fast enough to put him into first place.
1:35 to see how quickly he went. Immediately through the slider, showed no signs of slowing down. As you mentioned, Connor Conzo now first place, 1:35 his run. You can see the clear run difference was in Harvey's run. He had to re-go the first slider. Conzo was able to get on the first time of asking.
Reaches right away to that flywheel and gets off of that obstacle incredibly fast.
Now Jonosuke Nakahisa trying to build all the momentum he needs. And just barely doesn't have the momentum as Jonosuke will fall down of Austin, Texas, and that will end his run. Now Alex Kroll from Mount Laurel, New Jersey. It's the all thumbs up from the referee. Kroll stoic on the podium. Podium, I don't know why I said podium. It's not a word.
Goes for the grab, but it's not quite there, so he takes an extra swing to ensure that he can get there.
Will safely tiptoe through now. Quickly through now. Something to note. Well, never mind. Trying to build as much momentum as he needs to clear. He's able to grab on. Launch angle slightly to the left, but both hands are able to find bar. He gets down safely. Now through the lily pads, straight to this airmail obstacle. Flies forward. Trying to get that dismount, able to, immediately mounts into the hooks. Will get down safely, 1:25 now for Kroll.
Puts him at the fastest pace so far to this obstacle.
Nearly 2 seconds ahead of Conzo's time, but not finding the same efficiency on the Dragon Wings. Now it has to build the momentum to slide himself across to grab onto the third. He will be able to. You can see him swinging, trying to fully mount into the third to complete this obstacle. He's now reversed. Might have to go for that backwards dismount that we've seen. Looks back, clearly thinking about it. Repositions the grip, will fly. He's just really struggling, can't go any way. He's now adjusted his grip fully. He's turned himself around, and now he'll get down. Very smart thinking. Immediately in, doesn't have the momentum. He'll fly himself back.
Coach
Kroll
tells him to go back and run into it.
20 seconds, flies forward, grabs onto the second. He'll go again. Can he get the dismount? He can't. Now 15 seconds. He's got to go back. Maybe he's going to go for a backwards grip here. He might just try to fling himself back, but he will just drop down right in front of the buzzer. And that will end Kroll's run.
It's an interesting method to get back to the front of that bar.
Kroll did that multiple times, just changing how he was grabbing onto certain obstacles. Now, Nico Temple from Spartanburg, South Carolina. Quick work of these early obstacles to the TikTok. What type of momentum can you build? Has tons of it now. When will he go? Nearly swinging off camera. He'll go now and he'll grab on. I think he was trying to slow down the momentum. He had too much. Now, the lily pads tiptoeing. Walking the fine line.
He makes it.
It's a safety. Now, a minute has elapsed. A minute 30 to work with. To the first bar. Now in between, trying to get that unlatch. Struggling.
Moves the other one closer so the reach becomes easier.
Wow, a new strategy there from Temple.
Opts to get chalk before the Dragon Wings after having seen people struggle on it.
See that strategy work out for many. It's looking like it's going to work out for Temple. He's already on the second, making the third. 50 seconds. So he tries to fully come across, spins around one time, will grab onto the previous wing to help him on this landing. Doesn't go that time either. Really struggling for this dismount. Still has the time he needs to full clear, but it's quickly dwindling. 25 seconds left on the time limit. He strangled himself between these two. We go down now. He has to if he wants a chance. Goes into another reverse grip, but violently moving around. He'll dismount then. He's going to quickly go. 2, 1. Oh, just short. He had it just barely.
Was close.
Just a little too much time spent on those Dragon Wings. Otherwise, it was a phenomenal run. Now, Evan Rustin out of the Urban Playground in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Getting told stuff by the ref and getting ready to run the course. And he's off. Flying early on.
Clearly, he wants to set the preliminary first place time.
Already fastest pace 2 here.
Seen what other strategies have been employed by people in his class. Was thinking about the dismount there, elects not to go for it. Now he's going to have to rebuild the momentum.
Builds it back. Looks back to send it.
Jumps. Just falls a bit short. The launch, not what he wanted. Another one claimed. No, Lincoln Custers from Doylestown, Pennsylvania. We are down to our final 5 competitors in heat number 1. We'll have one more heat of this preteen male division on this course. After that, a short intermission, then we'll have the preteen females. Here's Custer's run. Flies through, Custers. Great launch off the TikTok. Legs are hitting the bar behind him. This could cause some issues.
He gets past it. Flies. Oh.
Will fall on the lily pads. Our first failure on the lily pads, just a little too aggressive for Custers.
But it does look like there will be a lot of clears in this wave, so it's not a bad idea to send any obstacle that you can possibly make up time on.
So they're a little bit disappointed on where his run ended. Now Elliot Kreisman from the Paramount Sports Complex. He's been participating for 4 years from Hummelstown, Pennsylvania. There are a lot of people from Pennsylvania now that you mention it. Gets through. Now we'll build a lot of momentum early. Just gotta think about going for it now and just a fingertip away. Now down to our final 4. It will be Calvin Wallemeyer. From Bennetville, Arkansas. He gets ready. World Championships. You can see the chalk bag in his short pocket, so we'll have to go to his code for that. Can just unzip the pocket. See if he gets far enough to use it as he gets through the first 2. Into the flywheels.
I forget, does Slap Chalk still sponsor this, and can we shop them out?
I think you're asking the wrong person.
I think they do.
If not, I doubt they'll say anything.
Yeah.
Jumps through, just barely short. And that will be where the run ends. Now Kai Garcia Dottie from Brooklyn, New York.
Smooth work of the first obstacles.
Immediately hops into the flywheels. His hands are literally coated in chalk. Looks like he's wearing white gloves currently, but still flying through this course at a very efficient pace. Only 3 seconds off our leader, Connor Conzo. Getting ready for that hop off.
Signing it up. Making sure he trusts it.
He's got it! Fingertips is all he needs. He's able to reposition and flies himself forward. Now immediately into the lily pads. Gets through. Now hops up, repositions himself as he gets ready. He's going to take a rightward angle and then go directly onto it. It works out in the end. Between 1 and 2, will he use that strategy of bringing the other one closer? Nope, he'll look just to slide all the way onto the hooks. A minute 20. And flies into safety. Now onto the Dragon Wing. He's going to back up. Maybe he's going to give it a running start. Just maybe using it to reposition himself, kind of eyeing it up. Didn't like that one. Now, less than a minute to work with. He'll run off to it. Immediately had it, still has the momentum to grab on, and he finds it. 40 seconds remain for Garcia Dottie. 38, 35, he'll get down into safety. Now, one more away from completing the course. Jumping into it. The momentum not there. He's going to have to go back. Didn't get the right entry he wanted. 25 seconds. He doesn't have the time. All right, able to fully reposition himself. He's going to go back. 20. He's struggling. Now he's just going to have to maybe send it. He doesn't have the time to do this. Lights are starting to flash, and he'll just not have enough space. Still phenomenal run. And now it is Jose Dada from Columbus, Ohio. You can see in the foreground, or sorry, the background, a large contingent from his gym here to support him.
As the course is reset, he talks to his coach. They get some last-minute notes.
This is Coach Matthew Swabowski.
Seems as though they're having trouble resetting the hangnail again.
A little bit more time for coaching. One more runner after Jose's run. It'll be Emmett Campo, as he awaits in the wings.
First runner will be going in just a few moments. That is for wave 2 of the mature kids male tier 2 division at stage 3 small. And we have another last fall for wave 2
Taking all the time.
kids female tier 2. If you have not checked in yet, please do so now at stage 2 small. First runner will be going in about 5 minutes. That is for wave 2.
Looks like they'll get ready.
Female tier 2 division at stage 2 small.
Timer ticks, and we are off and ready to go.
The flywheels reaches right away.
Our current leader's time, Connor Conzo, 1:35. Dada looking to beat it. The support from his fellow gym mate trying to will him on. And that will be successful. Flies through the TikTok into safety.
Right in the middle. Slow.
Onto the balance in record time.
No issues shown on the lily pads. Oh, almost. He's going to have to reset himself. Now the bar is swinging but didn't move, so shouldn't cause any issues with 1:45 left. Still struggling to reach. Finds it that time. Now we'll have to slide across. And grabs onto the second. Will most likely go for this dismount strategy. No, he actually just he'll bring it forward and just dismount the 1 second. And nearly there, just needs a little bit more, and he gets it.
The dismount and is off onto the Dragon Wings.
1:10 to work with. Grabbing on, just fingertips, so he's now going to have to reposition himself. Couldn't get enough to safely mount to the second. Swinging forward, that time he's got a little bit more. Can fully go. Now on to the third, making quick work. The Ohio native. Looking the wrong way.
Tries to build his swing to get to this dismount, which is always awkward on things that spin so freely. Switches to the back so we can push off.
.25, will he go for it? He's nearly there. Goes down just a tad short. And that will end his run, which was otherwise phenomenal. Now our final runner of heat number 1 is Emmett Campo from Hanover, Pennsylvania. Out of the Dexterity Depot, who has seemingly revolutionized how to take this course in this preteen male division. First gym to establish that dismount strategy on the air barrel. Campo flying through. Our current top 3 represent our only 3 full clears.
Attention all coaches and athletes in
Onto the TikTok.
of the Preteen Male Tier 2
Builds his
division.
power and spots the bar behind him.
Too small.
Gets to it.
Runners will be going approximately 25 to 30 minutes. That's for wave 2 of the Preteen Male Tier 2 division at stage 2 small.
Now working. Get a little bit more chalk from his coach. Minute 45. So the first Lachey bar now will go transitioning to the first sliding bar, inching himself ever so closer to the second. Trying to grab onto it, able to fully. Now look back to dismount. Is able to. Can he transition over to the hook safely? Yes, he can. A minute 10 left in heat number 1. Gets down. Now the Dragon Wing and the Pipe Coasters are between him and the full clear.
Already onto the third Dragon Wing in decent efficiency. And off.
Down into safety already. 50 seconds remain to complete this coaster. Not the start you would want. He's going to have to go back. His momentum kind of died at the start already. Able to will himself backwards. 35 seconds for the reset. Take all the leeway he can get. Runs into it. Much cleaner than the first. Already transitions into the second. Flies forward. And that's how you do the Pipe Coaster.
Way to end the heat.
Emmett Campo will be our 4th all clear. We'll have a short little replay of his run. We'll have a short intermission between Heat 1 and Heat 2. We'll come back right when Heat 2 starts. Your current standings, you can see Emmett Campo slots into 3rd with that run. And Joseph Harvey and Connor Conzo a level above with a 30-second gap to 3rd place. So for Lucas Harrison and Colin Pine, we'll have a quick intermission. Heat number 2 coming right up. Welcome back here to the Greensboro Coliseum in the heart of North Carolina. Specifically Greensboro, North Carolina. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Lucas Harrison, joined here by Colin Pine as we get ready for our heat number 2 of this preteen male division on stage 2 tall. We were able to see 4 all clears as we are already getting ready to go. It will be Mason Raymond from Chester, New Hampshire. You see the 4 all clears on the bottom of your screen. Connor Conzo and Joseph Harvey currently a level above with their minute 30 times. And then Campo and Wyatt Lebowitz round out the other 2 all clears, as currently Raymond working on this TikTok, which we saw end a lot of runs, and will end this one for Raymond.
TikTok really is a weird obstacle where if you haven't seen it before, it's really, really awkward to do for the first time. Especially with such a big jump between the TikTok and the trapeze bar.
We've already seen a couple people just all together not take the jump. Can be very daunting. Now, Bentley, a rower from the Dexterity Depot, who have seemingly created the meta on this course with their first runner, Bennett Montgomery, establishing a new strategy on the airmail, which, if Bentley gets there, we'll tell you. Builds the momentum and will get onto that trapeze bar. Now will fling himself towards the lily pads. Have been pretty rudimentary, but can cause struggles and will slow you down. Safely through. Now on this airmail, you'll see the strategy that Dexterity Depot utilized.
Get yourself the reverse grab on the first one. Goes himself to get to the second.
Right here, splits himself between the 2, and then will dismount the bar behind him to mount onto the third. We've seen many other runners now use this strategy to their use, and it works perfectly for Rower. Now with a minute 20, he looks to be the first qualifier in heat number 2. Split between 2, now split between 2 and 3 on these Dragon Wings. Fully rotates and gets through. A minute 5. Doesn't nearly have enough momentum. Is going to have to go back and retry. Able to regain 55 seconds. He's going to get that running start. Munson will carry him forward. Grabs through. Now he's going to have to fling himself forward. Can he get the immediate dismount? No. Will try to work himself back.
Is coach telling him to go back?
He's actually telling himself to move.
Telling him to go to the side.
He's willing himself forward. It is kind of working. 35 seconds. Can he fling himself enough way to get there safely? 20 seconds. Almost there. 15. We've seen so many great runs strangle here, and he will fall down. It was a phenomenal run from Bentley, but it will end right there. And we have Charlie Custa, who is gold level 4. What does that mean?
Those are power rankings, which are like ranks that like adjust based on how you do compared to other people of different ranks in competitions.
Is that good?
It's solid. Gold 4 is good. Gold 4 is good.
Okay, did not know there was a rank system, but well, we'll get into this. From Stamford, Connecticut. As Custa gets ready for his run to begin. So Bass through the first 2, now working on the wheels. Building a lot of momentum early on the TikTok.
It's right off of that.
He's 7/10 ahead of Conzo. Now through this, he's 4 seconds ahead. The Connecticut native. Now going to slow himself down, reset with this air mail. Doesn't want this run that's just been the best we've seen throughout the first half of this course to end here. Now split between two. We'll go for most likely that dismount strategy. And actually, no, he will go for this other strategy that we've seen, which is bringing the other bar closer to make it much easier to get across. It's a bit slower, but safer. Now on the wings. First one in front, now the second one. He's in between 1 and 2. Slides across immediately onto the third. Now we have seen a couple runs get stranded on this dismount to the third. They start spinning. But that's not this run from Custa. 1:15. He's 8 seconds ahead of our current leader.
Builds his swing up to get off immediately and does.
What a run. Charlie Custa. 1:19 and takes a commanding lead. Phenomenal run there. Now, Asher Arazzi from Liverpool, New York. Not to be confused with Liverpool, England. Didn't know there's a Liverpool, New York. He gets ready as you can see our most recent runner, Charlie, now taking a commanding lead in first, putting nearly a 15-second gap between him and second place. Now Arazzi forced to follow that up, and he's doing well so far, flying through the flywheels.
Coach yelling at him instructions on how to do this as efficiently as possible, and he's off fast. Making good work, moves on to the balance. Takes it smooth and calmly, always a good idea on balance obstacles that can trip you up otherwise. Slightly misses the grab, takes a second to readjust, and he has it again.
Now slide across to the second bar. He'll elect to dismount the first to bring it closer. Will he just dismount the second to move it to the hook? Nope, he'll go for the first one. 1:35. Now making it 1:30 to work with on the rest of this course. Now onto the wings. This is the mount on the first time of asking, gets it to the second time. Trying to will himself forward. Nearly there, 1:05. Looks like they'll end his run there.
And you're not allowed to put weight on the non-blue parts of the Dragon Wings, apparently.
So you can see that. Don't know if that was properly communicated to him. He looks kind of, well, now the coach has told him. All right, now next runner will be David Leopold from Orange Park, Florida. As he tries to become our fifth all clear. Or my mistake, our sixth all clear. And his 2:30 allotted. Timer counts down. And we are off.
Ooh, links that first move. And Lachey's the last one, too. It's the first time we've seen that in either heat so far.
Interesting strategy. Well, whatever works, as he's now has his back turned to the trapeze bar. Now we'll go for it. Just takes a tough fall into the padding. Hopefully his glasses are okay. Those aren't cheap. And that will end his run. Now Elias Demorts from Enki, Iowa.
He also opts to lachey the first gap, but he statics the second one.
Interesting to see. Elias just trying to figure out what works best for him. Didn't like that first to second, so he goes for the static. Now, building momentum. Bar behind him is going to have to rotate himself for the launch. Now facing it, getting ready to go. And he gets it. Safely down into the lily pads. Tiptoes through safely. The slowest we've had throughout these 5 obstacles, but that doesn't matter if you get the all clear. Muscles himself towards the next. We'll go for the dismount. Very clean. Now struggling. Barely on, now fully. Minute 20. And he'll fling himself forward for the Dragon Wings. Minute 5 to work with.
Listening to some instruction from his coach. Clearly pays off as he makes it to the second Dragon Wing.
I've seen this transition to 2 and 3 be the easiest, and it works out for Elias.
Now he just has to plan the dismount, which we have seen a lot of athletes struggle with. He decides to reach back to set his swing. Just misses the dismount.
Unfortunate, the run will end there. Slight look of disappointment on his face, but still a run to be proud of, as now it's Zayden Zeller. Love the alliteration on that name, from Polk City, Iowa. As we reset our obstacles, waiting for Zeller's run.
Gets the countdown, and he's off.
And goes Zeller.
Makes it onto the flywheels, decent times, immediately statics.
There's been the status quo throughout the heats. Zeller almost getting ready for this dismount. Gonna have to rotate himself, looking back that way. Likes to take the right side of the bar. Seen many take the left instead. He'll go for it, just barely slips off. The foot gets caught, and that will end his run. Now Ivan Lujan from Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. His favorite type of obstacle is flying bar and any type of latch. Or that's lachey, I don't know. Quickly through the flywheels, a bit uncontrolled on the swings, but able to recover.
Onto the tick-tock in solid time, and builds his momentum really fast and is right to that trapeze bar.
Quickly through, and now 4 seconds off Kusta's time, but ahead of 2 and 3. Could we see a podium finish for Ivan? Get the chalk before he gets into the airmail.
Mature kids female tier 2, stage 2, last call preliminary review.
Slides across. Tries to get the dismount, can. The mount gave him issues on the first time of asking. Second time, it's smooth. Quickly now we'll go into the wings. And only 2 obstacles in a minute 30 to work with. All about completion here now for Ivan. Very smooth transitions between the wings. And an overall smooth obstacle. Now, this pipe coaster, which have seen end so many phenomenal runs, will it end Ivan's? He's in between two, building the swing already. Will go immediately. Drops down, slaps the buzzer. It's second place for Ivan, 1:28. Phenomenal run. He will take one of our podium places now. Mason Dittmer from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania.
At a Dexterity Depot.
Which has been the talk of the town when it comes to this course. Through the first two. Likes to hop over to the first one, then statics the third, which has been a new strategy imposed.
Clearly works, though, as he's moving at a very efficient pace.
Yep, only 9/10 off of our current leader, building a ton of momentum straight into it. Looks rudimentary. Feet almost clip the swinging bar. Does that end up causing any issues? Now tiptoes through the lily pads. 1:50 for our final three obstacles.
Preteen Male, wave 3, will be starting stage 1, tall A, in 15 minutes. Tier 1, Team Male, wave 3.
Nearly there. Has to just latch this first one to latch it onto the one ahead of him, and is able to. Now looks like 1:25 to work with.
Definitely has time for the clear.
Quickly into potentially the second wing. Can he get the full? Now he can. Transitions perfectly into the third wing. And then third wing transitions perfectly into completion. Now a minute. Deep breath as he gets ready. Flies forward. Misses it that time, but has the time to reset. He'll fully go back and get another go at it. 50 seconds as he gets ready to attempt the full clear. Runs forward, grabbing on. Will he build a swing now? Yes, he will. Builds perfectly, gets down right on the edge of the platform and qualifies. The full clear for Mason Dittmer. And that will slot himself into fifth place, a time of 1:49. This field will be a tad bit shorter. We only have 15 runners remain in this stage. Now Blake Regis from US Ninja Challenge Hudson.
The link on the first flywheel is becoming progressively more common.
Maybe it's give them a little bit more momentum to go a tad bit quicker. He quickly flies through the TikTok, making an incredible pace. He's about 2.8 seconds, making 2.4 behind our current leader. Now trying to latch in between. Able so. Dismount giving a slight bit of trouble. He's able to mount it onto the one ahead of him safely. Transitioning through these wings very efficiently. He's down with 1:30 to work on what's ahead. He's 10 seconds ahead of our leader. Will we see a brand new leader? No, just barely slaps the buzzer. Will they give it to him? They do not give it to him. He was just short.
That is unfortunate.
Unfortunate. It was a potential 1:07 run. He had 11 seconds built on the leader, but it will be for all for nothing as he'll fall all the way down to 8th place. Now from Vitality Obstacle Fitness, it's Miles Durham.
Statics to the second and third flywheel, and is onto the TikTok. Ups for the one side squat approach. Turns around and shoots and catches it. Onto the balance in great pace.
A second and 5. 1.5 seconds. We'll get there eventually. Ahead of our leader now. He's 17 seconds ahead of our leader. But I think that's because our referee accidentally put him further than he is currently. He works through the airmail.
Still makes great work through that obstacle.
Has now a minute 30 to work through the Dragon Wing. Almost transitions to the third. Can he get the immediate transition into safety? He can. Now a minute 15. He tries to maybe get a podium place. Unable to get the immediate mount into the second slider, so he's going to have to reset. Some last minute coaching, a minute to work with, so just focus on getting this full clear. Great transition. He'll build the swing, only electing to take one, and he will get down safely. A minute 42 is his time, and he will take 6th position.
Solid run, and a clear ensures he makes it to stage 3.
We have a short replay showing the prowess that he put on. So now our next runner is Casey Jones from Los Angeles, California.
And great work of those first 2 obstacles, and opts for the static through the flywheels. And puts him into the TikTok, the obstacle that has been a crux up until this point.
See what Jones's take on it is. Transitions his body, getting ready to launch off. And just the hand slip right there. And that will end his run. Hopefully he is okay. Taking a tough fall, holding his shoulder. He's able to keep going. Our next runner is now Bennett Meyer from Cedar Falls, Iowa. The Ninja U stable.
Onto the flywheel, opts to take an extra swing to make sure he's there.
Safety through. Now we sometimes see a string of failures on this TikTok. Will it start now? It won't. Meyer able to get through. Safely down into the lily pads.
His way onto the balance, opts for a smooth, controlled approach, always a good idea. Onto the hangnail. Ooh, slightly misgrabs the first one. Now it's a little farther away. He can still reach it though.
Pulls it back towards him now, trying to reach for that second one. Will not just go for it. He won't even try to latch onto the next one. He'll just swing forward.
Might be a new meta we see more people doing.
Interesting to see out of Bennett Meyer. Just not even bothering with taking one with him. He'll just go and swing himself. Now, lots of momentum being built. He's twisting around this wing. Can't time his launch off correctly. Now with 1:08. Wouldn't be surprised if he's going to change his grip, actually, try to slow himself down. Coaching telling him to go back, but it's just in the worst position possible for him to do so. Able to get the dismount now. 50 seconds to work with. He's going to build a lot of momentum. He's going. Launches forward. And slaps the buzzer. Time of 1:42. He'll
Great
take
run.
6th.
Standing on the platform now, we got Logan out of Urban Playground in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, being coached by Alexander James Nadell, who, for those of you watching at home, is not that good at competitive Pokemon.
Wow, I need more on that. You gotta keep explaining this.
Nah.
No, you need to now.
So this is Logan's second season on Team Urban Playground. Looking to go fast on this course. Makes that move on the seesaw, not even tilting it down.
Logan now building momentum on this TikTok. Only about 7/10 off our current leader's pace, which means he's ahead of our actual leader. Remember, Blake Regis' run will be reclassified as he did not safely make it. Now Logan tiptoeing through the lily pads, now onto the airmail.
Slightly misses the grab and falls off the platform. They tell him to keep going because he did technically hit the platform.
Well, that will officially end the run there for Logan. Our next runner is Sam Agan from Gahanna, Ohio.
Making his way through these flywheels. Making fast work of them onto the TikTok. Outs to stay on the back of the TikTok. Builds momentum. Thinks he has enough, starts moving to the side. And launches off, grabs the bar.
Beautiful launch there now with 2 minutes to work with. Goes into our lily pads. No issues there. Sliding forward. Grabbing in between. He's going to go for this dismount of the first one. Actually, he'll just bring it as close as he can. Then we'll do it. 1:30. Can he swing forward into safety? The answer is yes. 1:20 for Sam as he works on these Dragon Wings, which have ended a few great runs. Great transitions in between the two. Swinging himself forward, fully swings and gets down into safety. Now a minute.
Minute left onto the last obstacle. He goes for a running start and reaches right away, builds his momentum. And is off.
And there safely is Sam Agan, and he will be our next full clear. Now our next runner, Elijah Johnson.
links the first flywheel move, gets the last one, and is onto the TikTok already. It's momentum, opts for the one-sided approach. Decides he has enough, starts scouting out the jump, and he has it.
Able to get on safely, trying to launch himself forward into the lily pads, and will be able to. 2 minutes to work with as he blasts through the lily pads with no regard.
Onto the hangnail, reaches the reverse grab. Reaches to the second one.
They try to dismount it now.
To do the takeoff strategy, gets it there, eyes up the dismount, and is off onto the dragon wings.
Great work there for Johnson.
This really is an obstacle that you need to be very mindful about what you're doing, or you could mess up your swing. Elijah here, though, isn't even concerned about it and is making great work.
This first point we've seen really Johnson struggle. But no struggle, falls off. So unfortunate, had a great run, just the weight goes back and he's forced off.
The train station is now open. Head over from now until 11 a.m. to see Randy McCartney at each train station from now until 11.
Now, Julian LaBarbera from New Hartford, New York. So we are down to our final 8 runners in the preteen male division on this course. After this division wraps up, we'll have our preteen females on this exact same course. And we're off.
Slightly miscalculates that swing, so he fixes it, gets onto the TikTok. Still making good pace. As for the double approach, he spots it, thinks about it, and goes.
Great work there from LaBarbera.
Onto the balance. Takes a good controlled approach. Moves on to the hangnail. Just to go front grip on the first one, slides it out, reaches to the second one. Just thinking about the takeoff strat. Just has to turn it a little more, and there it is. Gets it onto the hooks and prepares himself to dismount. Moves on to the dragon wings.
We've seen these wings cause issues for some of our runners. LaBarbera able to get to 2 to 3. Now, are we able to transition from 3 to safety is the question he's asking himself. The answer is yes. Instantly into the sliders, already building a ton of momentum, and he's down safely, makes quick work, and that's 3rd place for LaBarbera. Phenomenal run there as Coach Joe Maxwell will be making double duty as straight into another runner from Maximum Effort Training Studio. It's Drew Hartman, who is gold level 4, which seems good. Age 12. Just saw his teammate go through this course, so he knows what worked for him. Now, will it work for his run is the question. We're off Hartman.
As for the static approach through these flywheels. Onto the TikTok. Does the double squat approach to build momentum twice as fast and is off already.
Phenomenal pace shown by Drew Hartman. 2 minutes to work with on these final 3 obstacles now.
Takes his time to reach over to that second one, make sure it's there. Takes it off the back, preps it to just take straight to the hooks. Takes an extra swing on the thing to dismount safely and is there.
Tremendous run thus far for Hartman. Now these dragon wings. And transition. Able to cleanly. Back-to-back transitions for Hartman. Yes, he can. Now, attacking this double slider, which has been the new meta, and it just works perfectly. Drew Hartman will take first place. Phenomenal run there for Drew Hartman. And for those of you at home asking, why did I say first place? The current first place run will be retroactively taken away as he did not fully make it to the platform, but slapped the buzzer before the referee could stop it. Now Maverick Fields from Janesville, Iowa. Making quick work of this course thus far. Doing a ton of momentum. He's getting ready to launch, turns himself, will go, and is successful.
Moves on to the balance. And as we see a lot of athletes do, he takes a smooth, consistent, controlled pace to make sure that he doesn't make mistakes on it.
We had seen a couple of great runs just end there because they get too eager. It's a lot of control, not to just blast through. Fields with a minute 35 on this airmail. He'll just swing forward. The second time we've seen that. And it works to perfection.
Now that we've had 2 runners do it, and it potentially saves time, we'll probably see some of these last runners in the wave try it to save time.
Down safely, a minute 15. He's going to full send. Great momentum already. Building a ton. Gets stopped. Now he's got to go back.
Coach tells him to try and get back. It's really hard to build swing if you're on there. Coach tells him to try and go to one side to weigh it down and prevent it from moving.
Almost there. Trying everything. He's got to go back. 35 seconds.
He looks back. Coach again tells him to get to the side so the other one doesn't move as much and it moves on a more controlled axis.
15 seconds now. We'll see another run stranded.
Losing a lot of grip strength by hanging here this long. He goes back.
So he's got to go now. Not enough time. The run will end. Unfortunate there. Still a phenomenal run. Now from Level Up Gym in Thomasville, North Carolina. From Oak Ridge, North Carolina, it's Jackson Rice.
Starting with wave 1 of the mature kids female tier 2 division. Check-in is open for you guys at stage 3 small. First hurdle will be going in approximately 30 minutes. That is for wave 1 of the mature kids female tier 2 division. Check-in is also open for the kids male.
Rice looks to get ready.
Wave 1 tier 2.
And we're off.
First hurdle will be going in approximately 30 minutes at stage 2 small.
Has to go on one side of the flywheel. And then makes it off really efficiently. Well, it's good starting momentum on the TikTok and goes for the double approach to get off as fast as he possibly can. Doesn't want to waste any time there. Already onto the balance and solid pace.
Rice flies through the lily pads.
Gets right onto the hangmail too. Doesn't even take time to chalk up or anything like that.
He's confident in his abilities.
He's building a swing. It looks like he's eyeing the skip, and he gets it.
Now immediately into these wings. He's not really shown any early signs of struggle. Maybe here, but then quickly rectifies.
No signs of struggle or slowing down.
Full swing. He doesn't get caught. Now, immediately into the slider. He's going to build a swing now. Going to go all the way. Great pace. It's first place for Jackson Rice, 1 minute and 6 seconds. 1:06 is the time. We have a new first place in town. Now Jack Shames.
Waiting for some resets on the course.
Looks like we are all ready. Everything is set. As Jack Shames from Camp Hill, Pennsylvania.
Also coming out of Dexterity Depot and also probably looking to go fast. Making solid pace up to the stick tuck.
Building momentum very quickly. And leaps perfectly. 2:05 to work with as he's making tremendous pace. Almost falls on the lily pads. But rebalances himself and gets through safely. Now slides forward, trying to get all the way to the second one. He is able to.
It's as though he's opting for the takeoff and put back strat. Much safer than the scent dismount from there.
Now. Spin forward. He's able to. Great work here from Shames. Now able to transition into safety. 1 minute on this pull coaster. Able to. Can he get all the way? Yes, he can, and qualifies. Now 1:36 is the time, and he will take 8th place. Take a little time to reset. We'll show you some of the replays from that run. Our next runner is Tyler Adamson. As we are communicating some things. Get ready. From Armonk, New York.
Flying early on. Fastest athlete to this point.
Only 5/10 ahead. Immediate launch forward, now into safety. Only 3/10 behind our current leader, Jackson Rice. Make that now 5/10 ahead. Gains a second. Elects to go for the skip. Now flying through these wings.
Apparently, Tyler placed third at Strongest Ninja at the 2024 Tier 2 World Championships. Hoping to do even better this time, clearly.
14 seconds ahead of current number one. Flies down, and it's a sub-minute run. The first one here in this preteen division. 53.15 is the time, and he builds a 13-second lead on second.
Finally down to our last three runners of the preteen male division. As run order is determined by placement in previous stages, these next three athletes should, of course, all be gunning to go as fast as they possibly can.
James McGinnis from Albert Lee, Minnesota. He starts to fly.
Links all of them.
Perfectly timed. He is going at a rapid pace. We could see a brand new podium just off these last three runners with the pace they're going. He's only 5/10 behind Adamson. Now 2 minutes to work with on this airmail.
Slight mistake, but he fixes it.
Really
Pushes it up again. One arm recovers to there. So has to lock off and make the reach. But he gets it. Solid recovery and skips that dismount.
Just completely falls off as well. So much momentum built up that it flung the bar off. Now transitioning perfectly through these dragon wings. And it's down safely. A minute 30. He'll fly. Oh, he gets stalled. We've seen this happen. Now what can he do to regain?
Seemingly has thought this through as he opts to...
Wow, very athletic there. He's just using all of the strength he has. He tries to build momentum. See the neurons in his brain just firing, trying to think, how do I get out of this situation? 50 seconds remain.
Tough place to be in. Plenty of time to fix it, but his grip strength is deteriorating.
Now, wouldn't it be a bad idea to go all the way back and maybe try to get a full reset? Maybe he's going to try to go for a backwards dismount, potentially. Nope, just using all of the momentum, trying to do anything he can. He finds himself in the same situation that he was in just a few seconds ago. Now 20 seconds.
It's been hanging for over a full minute at this point.
We've just seen so many good runs kind of deteriorate here. Now 10 seconds. His final idea better be his best one. He's just gotta go. He's gotta go for it. He'll just drop down. It's not the run he wanted. Still phenomenal from James McGinnis.
Truly a difficult place to get out of.
Now Oliver Schmitz from Cedar Falls, Iowa, who just saw his stablemate fail on that pipe coaster. One more runner after this is Elias Kirchner. That will end heat number 2 and stage number 2 for this preteen male division. As we reset after that bar was completely taken off and hit the mat. Referee sets and gets ready. Two minutes and 30 seconds to work with.
Flying through these first two obstacles. Sets his swing perfectly through the flywheels and is onto the tic-tac. Opts to go 2 swings only and get off.
Working very well as he is only 1/10 of a second behind Tyler Adamson for first.
Truly is impressive how close these top athletes are.
Great pace shown here from Schmitz.
He eyes up the dismount from here. He gets it.
Great job. Now 1:45. Swings through, is able to stop himself on the third. Can he get the immediate dismount? Going to build a little bit of a momentum. And it proves to be the par of the course. Running after it. 1:30. Swings forward. He's trying to get first place. He drops just short. Tragic. He had it all, but just barely a foot away, and his run will end right there. It's terrible to see, distraught as he leaves. Still more to do. Now our final runner is Elias Kirchner. Been ninjing since 2018. Runs through. Kirchner trying to dethrone Tyler Adamson in first, and he's flying through the flywheels.
Onto the tick-tock. Goes for a second swing and is off. Oh, links the dismount.
Just tremendous pace. It's 2 seconds ahead of first.
He's trying to maintain the lead he has. Oh, slightly misgrabs it, but he reaches back.
You can see why he was in this position to be our last person. Now,
Dismounts.
4 seconds behind Adamson.
Lost a little bit of time just from the one slip up.
Now might get stranded here with the wing. Now 1:40. He's going to send it.
Doesn't take any run back in an attempt to recover time and is right off.
Gets down and qualifies. It's second place, 55.96. It's what he wanted. You can see the elation on his face. Tremendous run.
And that does conclude our Preteen Males Tier 2 wave. Stage 2. They'll be back for Stage 3 later. Go watch that. And we'll be back with Preteen Female on the same course soon enough.
And we will wrap up our festivities here as Stage 2 Tall wraps up for the Preteen Males. As we will go as our current stage leaderboard, you can see Tyler Adamson in first, Elias Kirchner, who slotted himself into second on that final run, and third place is Team Level Up's Jackson Rice. You can see the 15 qualifiers right there, our World Championship leaderboard. You can see as well. So from everyone here, my name is Lucas Harrison, joined here by Colin Pine. We must bid you all adieu. So goodbye, everyone, and good night.
At Tier 1, your check-in is open at Stage 1. Check-in is open at Stage 1 Tall A. First runner will be going in approximately 15 minutes. That is for Wave 2 of the female division. Attention to all athletes in the mature kids female division, Wave